Wow. Yeah. Well, they do say that every day is a vacation if you're doing what you love, and I think the crackheads took that too literal. Welcome back, beautiful and amazing human beings. My name's Luke here of wearechange.org, and there's a lot of absolutely worrying and bewildering news to get into today, as of course the U.S. State Department just issued an international travel warning for, the whole entire world, as there's a lot of fakery out there, a lot of bullcrap, a lot of disinformation, a lot of propaganda, a lot of fake news out there that we are going to be breaking down in this particular independent media broadcast with all the latest news. If you like the shirt that I'm wearing, you could get it on thebestpoliticalshirts.com, and the clip that we played in the beginning of this broadcast highlights the debauchery and destruction of our urban areas all throughout the United States, particularly in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, where a TikTok user at Urban Visuals 2.0 highlighted just the very desperate situation that a lot of people find themselves in, as of course housing is becoming more expensive, labor is becoming cheaper, as we have an immigration policy that prioritizes a new Democratic voter base over its citizens, that of course sells them out to the highest bidder of the multinational corporations that ritualistically screw them over with absolutely no consequences at all. And what did you expect with political leadership like this at the White House?
Virtually every
whose own son is a notorious crackhead, as of course these are the same politicians that have sold you out to the highest bidder and will continue to do so, as the mask is finally coming off and the balls are becoming a lot more apparent. A lot more on those specific comments in a little bit, as of course we're going to be talking about what's happening in the Middle East in just a little bit. But before we do, we wanted to tell you about all the latest dystopian news, like the fact that Amazon will soon start delivering prescriptions with drones inside of the United States, as the justice system just sentenced a memer to 7 months in prison for posting and publishing a meme that a court ruled was a part of an election interference scheme, even though a lot of people saw it as clear satire. This, as Douglas Mackey was just sentenced to 7 months in jail for posting that meme of Hillary Clinton on social media before the 2016 presidential elections, a meme that of course didn't have any effect on the elections, even though that's the charge that he was faced with and was found guilty of in a quote court of law. As of course in Fulton County today, we also got the news that prosecutors dropped 70 felony charges on Sidney Powell and made a plea deal with her for a misdemeanor, clearly highlighting how they overcharged her and the larger possibility of potentially her flipping on the former president of the United States, as that larger court proceeding continues and will surely affect the 2024 presidential elections. All of this as House Republicans still cannot appoint a Speaker of the House, as the latest updates we're getting in the making of this video is that Jim Jordan will not seek an additional vote for this particular position, leaving the Republicans in a quagmire, as there's also a lot of very interesting articles coming out today about Peter Thiel and Charles Johnson accusing them of being FBI informants. I want to talk about that, as well as a new proposition for reparations by a major presidential candidate, all on LUKUnfiltered.com, our quasi-private, not-so-private secret society where we get to discuss issues in an uncensored, real way. There's particular topics that we just can't talk about here on this platform, so we created our own platform that's a members-only platform that's very easy and quick to sign up for, as of course we give you a lot of offers of value. 3 master classes all available to you. Signing up, it's quick, it's easy. You just click here. You could join per month, you could join per year. with a big discount. And truly, the master classes that you have available to you are really something else, especially when it comes to our apocalypse survival training classes that you could easily download and learn just how to survive in any situation. If you're looking to expat, if you're looking to travel the world, we have a travel escape hacking masterclass. And then, of course, we have our Change Media University. If you're looking to become an online journalist, marketer, or just have your voice heard online more effectively, those masterclasses all available to you for free as members of LUKUnfiltered.com, as well as a forum to talk to like-minded members, a members-only t-shirt store, contest, giveaways, in real-life meetups. The next one, of course, being here in Miami. There's going to be future ones in New York City, in Washington, D.C. All those meetups, plus a lot more, only available for members of LUKUnfiltered.com. Signing up quick, easy, simple. Click the link down in the description below. Sign up for a year for just less than 50 cents a day. You put in your information here, you get an email back, and then you get an 8+ years of videos, as well as a brand new personalized report ready for you as a member of LUKUnfiltered.com, while also becoming a big member of this tribe and independent media organization. Again, click the link in the description below. Signing up, it's quick, it's easy, it's simple. Click right here, and we will see you there right after this broadcast. As of course, there's still a lot of very important international news to talk about today, as the U.S. State Department, in the moments of making this video, just issued a worldwide caution travel alert due to the threat of a potential terrorist attack, demonstration, or, quote, violent actions against the U.S. citizens' interests all throughout the entire world. An alert that, of course, is very ominous, but also extremely generalized, as the FBI that has been prioritizing parents who go to parent-teacher conferences and, of course, people who support the previous president of the United States is now warning about artificial intelligence being used to, quote, amplify terrorist propaganda. Now, what do they deem terrorist propaganda is another very important question, as of course that definition has been made very vague by this administration and its police forces, which in my opinion clearly do not have their priorities straight in this country, as of course there is a lot of backlash that the American people will face for the American foreign policy being instituted by this current administration that, in my opinion, is definitely making the situation that much worse on the entire world stage. And whether it's Ukraine, whether it's Israel, whether it's Taiwan, or more importantly, creating a foreign policy where now we are adversaries with Russia and China at the same time. It's a policy that's not only not advantageous for the American people, but counterintuitive to its national interest, cheap energy, and any kind of peace and prosperity that has been eliminated here by an insane, neoconservative, ever so aggressive foreign doctrine that doesn't serve anyone other than the military-industrial complex. All of this is happening as the President of the United States is going to be delivering a prime-time foreign policy address, as he is going to be pushing for more hundreds of billions of dollars to be delivered to the military-industrial complex to, of course, satiate their need for a larger blood sacrifice. Now, that last bit was a little bit of a conjecture there, but what else do you expect to understand here from this entire situation other than what in the hell are they doing? Do people even understand that? As of course, this is the rhetoric that we have coming from the current president of the United States that is absolutely nonsensical.
Large number of people have been victimized and lost. I've spoken to them. I learned a long time ago what you've all learned in your life. When someone's going through something that is beyond their comprehension, they've ever thought they'd have to go through. If they see someone who they think understands, or maybe they took something not the same, but similar.
What in the hell are you saying, you ball-chilled man? Holy frickin' cow, as the mask of the dictator is finally falling off, highlighting some real concerns about the personal health and well-being of the current president of the United States that many people are now comparing to Butters in South Park when he had human testicles sewn to his chin. Holy frickin' cow! What are we looking at here? Why, just why are we being inundated with this particular face of the U.S. empire that clearly never ever had the best interest of the American people and now is on the world stage muttering incoherent statements as we're in one of the most important times in American foreign policy history? This as we're also finding out, according to some news organizations, that Joe Biden gave Israel the, quote, private backing for a ground invasion of Gaza that soon probably will be underway. A conflict that's going to, of course, be extremely brutal for both sides and most likely have a lot of civilian casualties, which will not make the situation better for anyone. As the United States might even intervene in this conflict, particularly in the north of Israel near Lebanon, where the Israeli government has already been launching military strikes on Hezbollah targets that might potentially invade from the north. Israel has also been very aggressive against Syria, bombed southern Lebanon, is currently bombing Gaza with full support of the United States that might join in on the bombing and, piss off the rest of the world, including countries like Saudi Arabia, Iran, Russia, and China that are just waiting here and might soon get involved and create more of a dire situation for, the rest of the world. Again, the saber rattling and rhetoric from Iran is also very hostile right now. Hamas, Hezbollah, Syria, and many other Muslim countries might soon be participating in this larger conflict, as there's even a major U.S. State Department official that just resigned over this exact policy of the United States that is slowly and surely bringing us on the brink of more war and turmoil, as the United States keeps shooting itself in the foot and creating a situation where Americans are too fat, obese, and addicted to even serve in the military, which highlights a very interesting problem. Why are we trying to start more wars when we are also deliberately self-sabotaging ourselves and making sure that we're not ready to fight any particular wars, especially when it comes to giving up all of our weapons, especially when it comes to, of course, hindering our supply, going full swing with fifth generational warfare, destroying the youth of this country that are being addicted to douche flutes and algorithms? How are those people going to fight any kind of successful conflict and war in the future here? Again, a lot of this just doesn't make sense on its face value, as of course we are seeing the destruction of a population and a destruction of America from within, especially when it comes to wars that clearly do not benefit the American people. What's really going on here? Well, what do you think is really going on here? Let me know down in the comment section below. As of course, there's still a lot of things I want to talk about. I'm going to be talking about that plus a lot more all on LUKUnfiltered.com. Right after this one, you could watch another one just by clicking the link down in the description below. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys actively watching and sharing these videos and supporting this independent media broadcast. And because you do, that's why I am still here. That's why I love you guys. Stay tuned for more here on wearechange.org.